We tell guys on this podcast all the time. I know you guys have been, saying, well, we like this, blah, blah, blah. We always say, don't listen to female dating advice because you guys don't even know what you're attracted to. And as a matter of fact, you're incentivized to not tell the truth about what you're attracted to because they're unflattering. You admitted that you like 50 Shades of Grey.
That is my favorite movie.
But let's talk. But let's be honest. What does he do to the girl? He's being very.
I mean, he's a dominant sexual man.
Exactly.
He's a very What's the psychology behind that, though? It's strong women want to be dominated in bed.
Yes,
they still want to be strong women. Weak women don't like that shit.
No, incorrect. All women want to be dominated by men sexually.
If you know, it all goes back to the topic we were talking about earlier. If you know how to lead correctly, a woman will follow. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Yes.
If my man knows how to, maneuver around his life and is able to lead us correctly, and I'm like, okay, what's the next game plan? And you're like, this, that, and the fourth. I'm gonna be like, okay,
that's cool.
go.
But the point I'm trying to make is that you didn't even acknowledge that until I brought it up and started using scenarios. Then you understood where I was coming from. Yeah. If you leave a woman to her own devices to tell you what she's attracted to, she's gonna lead you astray every single time.
Yep.
Girls don't even know what they're attracted to. You know what? Let's have a little bit of fun with this because they don't believe me when I say women don't know what they're attracted to.
Yeah.
All right. There was a study done back in like 2018.
Bro, fuck these studies.
Yeah, well,
the studies are not us. What?
I want to hear the study. I'm kind of curious.
Studies help explain generalities, which accounts for a large portion of people.
Okay, explain your study.
Yeah. So go back to what I was saying.
It's the patronizing attitude for me,
right? This is so embarrassing.
What's so embarrassing?
I don't know. You guys making us look stupid.
Yeah.
No, they're not making us. No, baby. They're not making us look stupid at all. They're just talking to us like children.
Yeah.
And that's where it's a problem. Like you saying,
like,
for example, what you just said.
Yeah. So like this.
Well, refute our argument then.
I'm okay. No, I'm
how
okay.
How can we feed your argument when we don't have statistics?
It's not about having statistics.
Yes, it is. Everything you guys have said has been like statistics show.
No, well, here's the thing. If you guys are going to make an argument, you should be able to back up that argument, correct?
But how are we supposed to back up the argument when you guys had homework?
Okay,
it's not about homework.
We do the
show.
You're absolutely right. You guys have time to do that.
It's just about like
statistics,
understanding the world
facts.
And like
you said that right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
you're proving my point.
You can't be mad at us for being
I'm
intelligent enough to be able to substantiate our points that we give you.
Because
what
you guys
did you say before? I don't remember. Oh, you said like these girls don't even know what they want. That's like something that you say like a little kid doesn't know what he wants. So I
bring him into a canister and he tells
I
me
was literally about to tell you, it's statistically proven that women do not know what they're sexually aroused by.
That's fine.
Oh, sexually aroused by? I can tell you.
Yeah.
I want to be slapped in the fucking face.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's one thing. But the point, the argument was this. Let's make this because.
So we're talking about sex, though. Let's clarify. We're talking about sex. We're not talking about relationships right now.
Well, they're both intertwined. So what I'm saying is that women they do not know what they're attracted to, and you should not listen to female dating advice. Okay.
I feel like the statistic was made by a man.
And then it was actually done at an independent study in Northwestern University. So they did a study, and I was about to tell it, and then you're like triggered. Well, you treat those like children. It's not that I'm treating you like children. It's just that
I'd like to hear the statistic.
I made a claim, and now I'm substantiating it with statistics.
I'm open to listening. For me, obviously you've noticed I am careful with how I speak. I don't expect that from anybody else. And I'm definitely not triggered, but I will say what bothers me if something bothers me.
Well, okay, that's fine if it bothers you, but facts are facts. Feelings are feelings.
That's fine. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Do you guys think that this is emotional and triggered behavior?
I was gonna back my claims up. I'm not gonna make a crazy claim women don't know what they want without substantiating it. So
I'm listening. I said a few times I'm listening.
So what they did was, long story short, I'm going to give you guys the cliff notes because it was a very long and complex study. What they did was they took men, women, and homosexual men. They showed them erotic images, and they gave them, they put electrodes on their genitals, and they gave them a finger pointer, okay, to click on the thing.
Sexy.
Yeah. So what they did was the electrodes measured arousal in their genitals, and they were supposed to click on a button if they were aroused by an erotic image they were shown. Okay.
I've heard of this study.
Okay. You have?
Yeah.
Oh!
I know the results of this study.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So then you know exactly where I'm going with this. Yeah. So they showed they asked the men, what do you like? The guy said, well, I like, lesbians and, heterosexual sex. Cool. Show them those erotic images as well as other images like, monkeys banging, homosexual sex, whatever. Guess what? He tapped the button when he was aroused and the electrodes signified the correlation between the two. Basically, when he clicked it, he also got aroused. So he didn't lie. The homosexual man, what are you turned on by? Well, I like homosexual sex. All right, cool. Show it to him. Show him the image. Clicks the button. Aroused, right? Now ask the women, what are you aroused by? Well, not surprisingly enough, all the women said, hey, I'm aroused by politically correct things. sex, maybe some girls kissing, whatever, right?
Nah.
Now, when they show them the images, what the women clicked on and what they were aroused by were two different things. They were aroused by the monkeys banging, the lesbian sex, men walking on the beach with no shirt on, whatever. Basically, a lot of the things they said they were not attracted by, they were actually aroused by when the the electrodes read their genitals. And it did not link with what they tapped that they liked. What they tapped that they liked were politically correct things to women, men and women kissing, blah, blah, blah. So it goes to show my point that there's an enormous amount of social pressure on women to be sexually attracted to and or be aroused by things that are socially, politically correct so that they don't come off as hoes. Okay?
I also,
So when I tell guys, don't listen to what women tell you when it comes to what they're attracted to or whatever, there's a reason for it. It's because there's a strong social incentive for women to lie to you about what they're actually aroused by.
but can I add, I think that men are, I won't interrupt you again. I'm sorry. I'll let you talk after this, but I think men are encouraged to explore sexuality more than women are. So maybe that has a correlation.
Yeah.
And now I'm so sorry for interrupting you. Go right ahead.
Yeah, there's social stigma on a woman being open sexually. So they're going to lie and, cover things up and, minimize whatever it may be when it comes to sexuality because they don't want to be looked at as hoes.